What's up, guys? It's Lord Both here with another video, and we have some breaking news for you right now. The Acolyte has been canceled at Disney.
Inconceivable!
This comes to us from Deadline. The Acolyte canceled. No Season 2 for Disney Plus Star Wars series. And one has to wonder now, what is going to be the future for some of Disney's bright writing talent that was involved in this show?
You serious?
Including former Weinstein personal assistant Leslie Headland, who besides being well known for making a dog shit Star Wars show, was also known for going around the press circuit saying that she wanted to make the gayest Star Wars show.
Yes.
While also retracting that statement later on in interviews after the show was not doing well, saying that she doesn't think she really made a queer Star Wars show. Amanda Stenberg also was instrumental in promoting the queerness of this Disney Plus Star Wars show, the first Disney Star Wars show to feature a lesbian relationship and a child offspring that was brought about by that lesbian relationship via the Force, which they also changed to be called The Thread, and was overall just a terrible series for Star Wars.
Okay.
It had plot problems. It had production problems. It was just overall a nightmare and a mess of a show for the company.
Yes.
Exclusive, the story of the Acolyte will not continue, with Lucasfilm opting to not proceed with the second season of the Star Wars offshoot starring Amanda Stenberg, sources tell Deadline. Word of the decision comes more than a month after the 8-episode first season of the series from creator, director, executive producer, and showrunner Leslie Headland wrapped its run on Disney+. That's right, this was Leslie Headland, former personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein's baby. She was in complete control from top to bottom in the show, and it ended up being an unmitigated disaster.
You done messed up, Aaron!
The news is not entirely surprising. The Acolyte did okay with critics, but divided Star Wars fans, which was reflected in its overall viewership. That's a very kind way to say that it had a Rotten Tomatoes score in the teens when it came to audience viewership scores. Driven by interest into the venerable franchise, The Acolyte got off to a strong start when it launched June 4th, with 2 episodes generating 4.8 million views in its first day on the streamer to rank as the biggest series premiere on Disney Plus this year. Also, I don't know what other shows for Disney Plus for Star Wars have premiered this year on Disney Plus, but I feel like it's not many. And also, it's fair to mention that those 2 episodes came out at the same time, so they could generate more numbers for the first watching. The tally rose to 11.1 million views globally after 5 days of streaming. Corroborating Disney data, the series made its debut on the Nielsen Top 10 Originals in its premiere at week number 7. Corroborating Disney's data, the series made its debut on the Nielsen Top 10 Originals chart in its premiere week at number 7, climbing to number 6 the following week. Well, it climbed to number 6 the following week because everybody knew coming out that the 3rd episode was going to be a highly controversial episode of the series. It was touted by YouTube critics. It was touted even by Leslie Headland and Star Wars itself, I believe, as being a pivotal episode of the show. And it ended up being that. It ended up being the flashback episode where we all got the information about forced lesbian babies.
Weird.
It's also important to note that it got into Nielsen's top 10 of the originals chart. It didn't get into the top 10 of the normal shows chart. But the Acolyte could not sustain the momentum, dropping out of the top 10 in week 3 and staying off before returning after the release of the finale at number 10. Yeah, because everybody was turning in to see if they actually made any sense of this dog shit show. Newsflash, they didn't. But there you have it. The Acolyte has not just ended its season, it has ended its series. It is gone. I, for one, will mourn its loss. Not because it was a great show, it was actually fucking terrible. But I will mourn the views my reviews of the show got, and mourn the hilarious news that came out of it. I still think it's too early to tell whether Skeleton Crew will be as dogshit as the Acolyte. It would be pretty hard to top, but I will be waiting on that debacle on bated breath. But this is just my thoughts on the news of the Acolyte's cancellation. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you listening to all of it, and we'll talk to you again